All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to this morning's meditation, as well as our flames forecast for 2026. We're really just going to move through this year's energetic. Hopefully, you have been tracking with the past couple of meditations. Because that's really been building this energy and preparing for the energetic, helping you to tune into what we're going to be up to in 2026, give you some context for how we're pulling this energetic as well, or deriving this energy as well. Really, it's a lot of pattern spotting and not so much drawing on the astrology, even though that definitely impacts and feeds. There's just different ways we're looking at the different aspects of these energetics. So the actual interpretation and understanding of the flames, for those of you that are new to this space, can be found by just mining and going back, or otherwise, looking at all of the stuff that's here in this incredible YouTube space and past meditations. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in, because this is going to be a really big, what we're looking at is the collective energetic for how the feminine energetic is going to flow. As you know, the astrology is that map of the planetary aspects, and we could think of the flames as the current of the energy as it's flowing, like the river of the energy as it's flowing. Obviously, it's going to be impacted and it could shift. It's not set per se by what we're seeing. And actually, we will see the potentiality for pattern interrupts and that sort of thing as we do the flames, as we do this forecast. But it's obviously nothing set in stone. And it more so is what we're looking at are the windows of opportunity for the huge pattern interrupts that are coming, where there's opportunity for big womb-like energies, big birthing energies, as well as then purification energies, where at a collective level, we're going to be really coming into our blueprint, and then really being able to get I learn and understand our identity as a collective whole, all those fun sorts of things that we're up to when we're working specifically with flames. So I'm just going to stop talking. I think it'll be more fun to get in and play with us. So with that being said, Happy New Year to everyone. This is, well, we'll do more with we're going to be heading into, I believe, the year of the horse. We'll do more with that as we get closer into working the Chinese New Year, but it's going to be a fun, really charged, very highly charged year. Not so much Pluto aspecting. It's going to be a set the foundation type of year. So a lot of new energy, which on the surface could look challenging, but it's all there as new things are setting foundation. So highly charged, highly energetic, but all for the let's go build this kind of year is what 2026 is going to be all about. So let's go ahead, take a nice deep breath in, an even bigger exhale out. And as we begin, starting as we intend to end, let's begin by calling forward all of the energy of 2025 and just feel yourself almost taking that pause. And I love starting this off by just imagining drawing a line in the sand, a starting line, if you will, like even a piece of tape down on the ground that, before you enter the ride, there's always that well scratched, well worn, before you get to leave the entrance queue, tape that has been scuffed and rubbed and all of the things. And I just want you to stand there for a moment and almost let yourself feel like the line, like you stopped in the momentum of all of the energy the line of people from behind you who are like, go, like they're pushing you to like go get on the ride, lands on your back. Just take a moment. And I want you to actually turn around and look back at all of those people in line behind you, all of the faces that have been with you through this year, the new people that you've discovered and met and connected with, the opportunities that have come across your path through all of these new faces, and the excitement and always the let down sometimes that comes out of it, because we think it's one thing and then it looks like another, right? Ends up being another, I should say. But always like the way in which our relationship to what has woven itself together in the fabric of our lives in 2025. And just see all of them collectively behind you for a moment, and feel yourself like holding this like floodgates, right? Feel yourself holding all of this energy like floodgates for a moment. I know we're going to turn around in a moment, but just send a ping of golden light and love and gratitude back through all of these relationships. They are potent, they are full of so much love. And as you look through it, um, one flame that we don't work so much in the Venus temple space and in the Metatron code, but is really important, is the pink flame. And the pink flame, we don't talk about it. It doesn't actually have a specific temple associated with it, because it is the Sophic flame. It is unpredictable. It is the divine will. And that is a flame that we as humans can't control. And yet, as we hold before we cross this threshold, this line into 2026, and look back, we can see it like a ribbon through all of these people and faces and places and things. And we can feel it in our hearts. And we could even watch it like the river that it is weaving into 2024 and that threshold from last year as well. It's pretty incredible. And so with love and gratitude, we get to turn around. And as we look down at that piece of tape now, imagining ourselves stepping out into this year to come, we can see that there is this roller coaster of pink flame, this current that we're actually going to ride. But most of the time, it's like the track on the roller coaster. We aren't going to see it. We just are going to know it's there and catch glances of it. And sometimes it's going to be guiding us as we look out across the year of 2026. And we can feel ourselves getting on the ride and in the starting gate. And we can see the track, just a little bit of it. And we know that there's going to be some upside down loops where we are going to be screaming with our arms in the air and wondering. And there's going to be other moments where we are going straight up, knowing that there is a crash on the other side. But we will still be attached to this track. So I want us to have, before we fully buckle in for this preview of these flames and to see what's to come, knowing that we are going to come back around with just as many more relationships and people, that many more to collect, to influence and impact. We could almost feel ourselves starting as we intend to end with next year's starting gate. Can you feel that? Getting ready to jump into 2027 before we've even gone to look at the flames. It's because time in these relationships don't really exist. It's time is the construct that we build. We can fold it on top of itself. So as we prepare to start on this adventure today, we are consciously choosing to step out into relation, to step out into creating time, to step out into creating matter and density and light and love. And if you choose to do it in conjunction with this divine force, it will unfold for you. And these relationships, no matter how high or low or whatever course, if this pink flame is working and moving through you, no matter how challenged you may be and how dark or upside down the situation may seem, because we know that some of those loop-de-loops where we're just spinning like a corkscrew, we can't see up or down in our lives. We know we're right there. We're being used. Not used. We're in partnership. We are creating, and the vessel of our body is your will be thy way. So in a moment, we're going to say go. But I want you to breathe and feel your choice and thy will be thy way. And feel that momentum starting. Nice deep breath in. Can feel the density of 2025 releasing. Even bigger breaths in. Our bones, the cells in our body. It is the vessel. It is this car that is going to carry us, this rocket ship, if you will. But truly, we are just these incredible vessels of light that are cohering matter and atoms into form. So I want you to find that inner core of light. And as we begin our journey, it is this beautiful blast out of the gate into just pure white light, pure flame, followed by a blast of golden light and azure flame. We are rocking into January. I'm going to try and track the months. It kind of goes fast when we do this, so I'll do my best to throw months in here to give us date orientation. But it's really cyclical. The way these flames unfold is much more attached to the cycles of the planet than it is actual dates. So we'll roll with it as best we can. I want you to feel the collective energetics in your body, and then we'll come back to it. Nice deep breaths in as you feel your body expanding out into this flash of light. And come up into your mind's eye. Let yourself feel oriented in the heart and let yourself come into the vision as we soar in the vision for a moment of really the construct of the eagle and prepare to spin down into the waters of the depths and take a moment here, letting our bodies catch up with this energetic. We're cohering, so some violet flame, cohering the pure flame. Feeling a little bit as we come to the end of January into February, a lot of coherence comes through, and then we go right into a lot of golden flame, some flashes of pink flame coming in. Sometimes when that pink flame shows up, it's causing the pink flame is fertility. It's a lot of like fertility, meaning like opportunity, unexpected, expect the unexpected, like go for the big thing, do the pattern interrupt. But pattern interrupt, if we don't have the right mindset, can look like an oh shit, right? Like, where did that come from? So we may go do the big thing, but that big thing can also be like a pattern interrupt that causes things to also fall apart because it's putting us on a path, right? That is an unexpected path. So we have to just have that awareness when pink flames showing up. And that looks like into first week in February 7th, I'm going to say through February 7th, February 8th. And then I get a flash again of some white flame, pure flame into, ooh, we move right into some midnight flame from there. And just breathing here, it feels like we're swimming deep. And coming in midnight into some deep violets. So this is all deep. This feels like some nice deep Kali energy coming up in through the other side into some coherence towards the end of February. Again, nice violet flame. So this is all mastery, right? If you think about this first part of the year, it is who are you? Purification in your blueprint. So altering, adjusting course, right? And then coming up into some purification as we like go in and like grab deep and root ourselves in. That midnight flame is some deep rooting energetics. And then we come into the coherence, coming into March, some violet flame, a flash of ruby, a little bit more pink flame here. It's coming into gold again. Another flash of golden flame pops through in March. Gold into azure. I think these azure flames, we're going to be seeing a lot of solar activity and solar flares. And it is not typical for azure flame necessarily in March into April, but this is like March is azure, solid azure, like gold and then azure, like hard to see. It's so bright in azure, and that is all future vision. It is, that's why I'm saying the solar flares, like it's just all new constructs, all new. That's why we had that. It's almost like the midnight right before it was taking us real low so we could go real high right before it. Azure flame off the charts. Like, I haven't seen this big of an azure flame before. March, it even rolls into April, a little bit of pure flame rounding out, a little bit of so from azure, we get a lot of bright white flame and then some purple flame on the outside. It's like we're at the tip of a rocket ship. Like it's so azure that it's like we are penetrating new energetics as we're riding this edge. Then we start to come into the fields. I'm seeing some gem flame. So there is some energetic that starts to ground, some energetic for ruby flame. So that's interesting because that's a big shift to go between those two. Really interesting dynamics there. So April was, I'm going to say, a lot of azure, a little bit of pure, some violet flame for April. I'm going to label the end of April with the violet, and then May, a flash of ruby, and then back into midnight. midnight into ruby flame with more pink flame, some flashes of pink flame through June. Just keep riding this roller coaster with me, team. Some flashes of gem flame, so that's the bright green. And then we hit golds. June, June, June. By third week in June, we hit some big golden flame. It is like there's a wall there. Big wall. Big, big, big wall in June of golden flame. I'm gonna say right around the solstice. It is all golden, golden light. I love that I haven't looked at the astrology because now I can't wait to see what astrological aspects are gonna presence right around the solstice. Um, Something major is happening right there, right after the solstice up till right before July 4th, because there is just a wall of golden light at in between. I don't even know if we can get through this. It's like a veil of energy in between us and there. So hang on, this has to be something to do with Saturn and Pluto. I'm gonna guess there's some aspect there. All right, our ride. We got a This is a huge frequency shift. It just went deep midnight. All right, we just did a dip on the roller coaster. Deep, 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 deep midnight flame because there was so much high energy coming through. That's where it went. Deep, deep, deep midnight. This is like almost black midnight, total reset in the energetic fields. And a pink flame right through the center. So there are like two timelines that play out, and it's like they come around. It's like two rivers. One goes high, one goes low, but it's almost like this is how the big energies we saw through the spring converge. Really interesting. But we're going with the low is the main current, and that's going to be what grounds all of that high energetic. And nice deep breaths in here. And straight through the center is a nice new flame energetic, like a corkscrew through July of pure and gem flame, corkscrewing through the center of July with a midnight flame down below. I'm seeing three flames kind of working together here through July. And they really start, it's like three tributaries. They really start to cohere back in August or out and come back together in August and September. We hit ruby flame in September. Midnight flame, I'm going to call in for August, but more of like a bright midnight flame. It went kind of black. So we'll call it a bright midnight flame in August with some azure flame coming in from the right side, midnight from the depths, azure flame from the right. And all of the flames converge into one by August 8th. And then ruby flame anchors out and grounds them. And then we are by October full coherence into hope everyone's tracking with me. This is quite the roller coaster ride. Full violet flame October. Everything is tracking into one nice big current. And that's October. And big, beautiful, golden, shimmery silver river. Ooh, we got silver flame into November, and gem flame and more silver flame, golden flame in December. And here we are coming back around. We're going to end on a pink flame in 2027. So go ahead and find yourself this time next year standing, looking back at all of the people, all of the relationships that rode and jumped onto the ride with you, and feel yourself again in gratitude, in love, pinging them, sending that love back and through the current, back and through the system, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Nice deep breaths in. And feeling that love starting as we intend to end from yourself out there at that future point, now pinging all the way back to you, getting ready to jump on this ride. And so as we cross that threshold in a couple days, 2025 into 2026, I want you in that moment or right around it to feel yourself. Maybe even put, well, that'd be silly, but not like a piece of tape on the floor and step across it, right? And step into that pink flame. But it wasn't the goddess or whoever, the divine. It was you from that future self, buzzing that flame out, reining yourself in, pulling yourself forward, saying, I've got you. We've got this. It's going to be epic. It's going to be full of a lot of laughter and joy and tears and heartache and just amazingness, because you are full of so much light and love. And we are here to do such incredible things together. With that, I'm so grateful for all of you in this year we have shared together and this year that we get to share together going forward. Namaste. So much love. I will, I guess, see you all next year.